This is Josie and the Pussycats, number 54, and it sold for 15 cents, and it says in the corner, Archie Series goes meow. With this miraculous machine, knowledge infiltrates skulls even thick as Alan M's, and turns a wacko into a wizard in no time. I, Professor Brainwash, will take over the school system. The buildings will be torn down, making land available for thousands of parking lots and lovely decorator colors. I don't like the sound of this. On the inside cover, there is an advertisement. Second chance for high school dropouts to get a diploma. Now you can finish high school at home. Earn a diploma in your spare time without losing a day's pay. Qualify for a better job, higher pay, greater security, $94,000 extra income in a lifetime. And this comic book, Josie and the Pussycats, is from April 1971, published 7 times a year in February, April, June, August, September, October, and December by Radio Comics Inc. And the first story is Josie and the Cat Woman. Sebastian, where is that cat? Don't tell me. I know where he is. He's at Josie's again. What? Josie is she bellowing about, Valerie? How many does she know, Alex? You know why she catnapped my Sebastian. Everybody knows. You're all against me. Why would Josie take your cat, Alexandra? Because Alan M. is a cat lover. He is? What else? Oh, I know that sneaky Josie. She doesn't miss a bet when it comes to getting her hooks into Alan M. I'm going to get my poor Sebastian back before she uses him to lure Alan M. into her claws. How devious are the ways of women. Except me, of course. Roar. Your sister, Alex. You had to mention it. Where is he? What have you done with my little darling? If you're so much as ruffled his fur. Slam. Alan M. is wearing fur these days? Butt out, Melody, you dizzy dingling. I'm looking for my cat, Sebastian. Where are you hiding him, Josie? So who's hiding him? He wanders in here every day. Nobody invites him. Sebastian, darling, are you all right? Don't go away, sweetheart. Mama has to take you home. Come back here, you stupid mouser. I'll yank out your whiskers by the skid eep. Here's your cat, Alexandra. Now get him out of here before you wreck the place. Oh, you don't fool me, Josie. If you want to try to lure Alan M. away from me, go get a cat of your own. Josie, I thought I was the only one who wasn't supposed to make sense. You've got competition, Melody. You're a regular retriever, sis. Was he really at Josie's, Alexandra? Do you think I could be wrong about Josie? She's trying to cash in on Alan M.'s love of cats. If he loves cats, sis, he's got to be mad about you. Oh, you're funny, brother, but not very. Gronk? That's a new one. He's gone. That Josie has come and stolen my Sebastian again. Zoom. Funny. Sebastian doesn't stick close to her. She's a real bird. That she is, a cuckoo. Josie, Sebastian is back again. Look, Melody, that's what brings him over here. He's in love with that picture on the calendar in my kitchen. Giggle, what better place to look for a date? You can see the calendar says January 1971. And there's a cat on the calendar. Gotcha, you traitor, you turncoat. Scream! Alexandra, we know why Sebastian comes over here. So do I. But that's all over. And you can forget about Sebastian and Alan M. I'm putting a stop to this here and now. You don't understand. I understand that you're through using my Sebastian for bait. How can you be sure that Josie is doing this underhanded trick? How? You ask how? Who would know underhanded tricks better than Alexandra Cabot? Who? You made your point. Continued. And here's an advertisement. Boys, girls, get in the Big Holloway Bike Stakes. Win a free bike. 300 winners from the makers of Slowpoke, Black Cow, and Milk Duds. 50 first prizes AMF Hercules Super Deluxe bicycle. 100 second prizes Roadmaster Renegade, and 150 third prizes Baja Bike. Okay, now back to the story. But I'm going to underhand her. You turn a mean phrase, Alexandra. I am going to bestow upon Alan M. this token of my love. Me? She's giving me away? It's sad, but it's got to be done. Maybe Sebastian won't like Alan M. Who cares? As long as it nails down Alan M.'s love for me. How about somebody's love for me? Alan M., darling, a great sacrifice to myself. I am giving you a gift to love, cherish, pet, and fondle. A motorbike? You bought me a motorbike? Where is it? I want to pet and fondle it. Something more loving than a motorbike. I am giving you Sebastian. Arg! A black cat. Black cats bring me bad luck. Take him away before something happens. That was a dirty trick, Alexandra Cabot. You got me all goosebumps. Just stay clear of me after this. You don't like cats? Stay in there, Sebastian, for whatever reason you've got, because if I can lay my hands on you, you can say goodbye to all 9 lives. Isn't that cute? If Alexandra could see the happiness on his little face, maybe she'd settle for a picture of Alan M. Alexandra's only interested in happiness on her own little face. Sebastian's back looking at the cat on the calendar. And here's an advertisement for free giant stallion mural full color masterpiece. Superb original oil painting reproduction. Yours free when you purchase these 4 magnificent thoroughbreds. And the next story, at the bottom of the page for the next story it says Archie Series, only Archie Series comic books carry this trademark. The next story is Josie and the Smart Machine. With this miraculous machine, knowledge infiltrates skulls even as thick as Alan M.'s and turns a wacko into a wizard in no time. I, Professor Brainwash, will eliminate the need for schools entirely. The buildings will all be torn down, making land available for thousands of parking lots and lovely decorator colors. I don't like the sound of this. Would you argue with a professor? I've heard of Professor Brainwash. The Pussycats are heading up his promotional campaign and getting a slice of the profits. A small slice. I've heard of him too. Kids have been dropping out of school to buy an easy education with this gadget. Ah, an unbeliever. May I borrow your little animal, my dear? Sebastian? All right. Before I perfected the smart machine, I experimented with small animals. I still have the tiny headgear. This cat will soon have knowledge that no other cat has ever had. So on the previous one, there's a lot of noises. There's zap, sing, blip, click, clack, and then zap, honk, zzz, sput, spit, plot, spat. Please notice the series of doors, all bearing dates of some historical importance. There's 1776, 1066, 1492, and 1812. Sebastian, when was America discovered? And he runs into the door, zip, 1492. Wow! Is that a great machine? No school? Golly! What'll we do with all that time? Was that the right door? I don't buy it. Sniff, sniff. Aha! Hey, Valerie's right. There's a strong smell of fish on this door. That's why Sebastian headed for it. Excellent. What do you mean, excellent, you crook? I mean, I was testing not the cat, but Valerie. My machine was secretly bombarding her with smart waves. That's why she discovered the trick and you didn't. Of course, how else could you explain Valerie catching on before I did? Then the machine works? Professor, you and I and the Pussycats, we're going to change the course of history. It won't be easy. We've got to convince the diehards, those who always resist progress, that my smart machine can replace all the institutions of learning in the world. The Pussycats will open the doors to all school gyms We'll give dances and you'll demonstrate your machine. I wish he'd bounce a few smart waves my way, says Melody. Now right here we've got a lesson you readers had better learn and learn it good. Well, question mark. We would like you to get something besides a lot of laughs out of our stories. Are you listening? Chuckle, it's incredible how ready and willing the suckers of this world are to believe in the easy way. Tell them how to get something for nothing or without working for it and you're halfway home. I take a piece of junk like this, some wires, gauges, and metal, and they pay plenty at the thought of getting smart without study or effort. But the funny thing is that this smart machine works. It really works. And don't you forget it. Wherever Professor Brainwash goes, he leaves behind a flock of smarter people. Hayek. Ha. Poor, but smarter. But some folks just don't believe in the easy way. The trouble with me is I just don't believe in the easy way. Mr. Tuttle, may I see you? Come in, Valerie, come in. Oh, that evil man with his horrible machine. Yes, I've heard of him. Then you don't trust him either? Even some of the parents are paying this madman, hoping to become brilliant overnight. Well, he wouldn't dare come into your school, would he? He doesn't have to. Listen, $10 a session. One session will give you like half a term of math. Groovy. And no homework? Shoots the knowledge right into the old gray matter. Continued. Here's an advertisement for Betty and Veronica Spectacular number 184. Watch us do our thing. It's the newest, grooviest, giant-size Betty and Veronica Spring Spectacular. You'll go bananas over these lovely chicks. So make this comic mag your very own bag. You can start doing your thing now by filling out this coupon. Just tell it like it is. It says, enclosed, please find 25 cents in coins. Send me the new giant-size Betty and Veronica Spectacular number 184 as soon as it is off the presses. Okay, now back to the story. Bye, Mr. Tuttle. Been nice knowing you. We're dropping out. Don't call us. We'll call you. Sniff. Please, don't be hasty. We want to be hasty. We're gonna have a college education in 3 weeks. A little later. Prof, you ought to soak up a few of those smart waves yourself. What do you mean? I mean you're being stupid. You're piddling around with the small stuff. Spell it out. You're grabbing off the students in dribs and drabs. Why don't you go right to the top? Don't stop now. Mr. Tuttle, the principal of the high school. I sell him on your machine, and he'll bring the whole student body with him. Hey, you've got the makings of a real crook. But he's been around a while. He won't be too easy to con. With my help, we can swing it. The Pussycats are playing a dance at the gym this aft. Bring along your smart machine. This Tuttle character won't stop me. He wants a showdown. It's the OK Corral all over again. And you'll help? For a cut of the loot, like shooting fish in a barrel. No honest John has ever been a match for a good con man. That's the old spirit, Prof. I'll take care of you for this, young lady. Professor Brainwash doesn't forget his friends. Neither does Valerie. You're not going to regret this, Mr. Tuttle. You'll be out of work soon, but we Pussycats will be rich. We'll find a place for you in our organization. I can hardly wait. Okay, everybody out but Valerie. We want to set up my machine up in privacy. Grumble. How come she's his assistant? She was against him from the beginning. Is the machine working okay, Professor? Can you do it? Are you kidding? Are you really worried about this pile of junk? I just want to be sure. Cool it, kiddo. This bunch of fool wires will sputter and spit when I press the right buttons. But it doesn't really do anything? Baby, the real smart machine is right here in the old professor's head. I've got this phony business down to a science, like magic, sleight of hand, and illusions. Golly, playing on people's greed, desire for the easy life, no work, that's a real science. Girlie, I'm going to take that Mr. Tuttle like Richmond took Grant. Correction, Professor. It was Grant who took Richmond. Huh? How did you hear what I said? We all heard. Valerie's microphone is on remote control in the school's public address system. We invited the parents to listen in too. Also the police chief. Hi, Prof. Welcome home. Oh, hi, Chief. Are you going to take your smart machine and teach all your cellmates, Professor? I said it before, Valerie. The real smart machine is in the professor's head. The chief says if I study hard, I can get my high school diploma while I'm serving my time. See? He's getting smarter already. The end. And here's an advertisement for a 10-way hairpiece. 10 glamour styles. And then there's also advertisement for up to $1,000 paid for this defective 6-cent stamp. And then Mighty Muscles, Karate and Judo Defense. And then you can learn to draw comics at home. From experts, earn big money. No salesman, no contract. Send 25 cents for full information. Send for art director's course. Here's little Jinx and getting warmer. Brr, it's cold. My hands are freezing. Don't you have gloves? Yes, but I forgot them. Why don't you tie a string around your finger? Great, but don't you think gloves would be warmer? End. Dear Josie, I have a wonderful boyfriend, but there's one thing he does that drives me up the wall. Every other word out of his mouth is, you know. I'm sure he's not aware of it or how much it irritates me. He's very sensitive, and I hate to hurt his feelings. What can I do? C.E. from Cleveland, Ohio. Constructive criticism is rarely offensive. Since you say he's not aware of it, he may consider it a favor if you tactfully call it to his attention. He may also be irritating others with this poor speech habit. My friend's brother keeps calling me for dates. I don't care for him, but he never takes no for an answer. How can I get rid of him? E.S. from Lone Pine, California. There are different ways of refusing a date. Perhaps he takes your no for a maybe. Make it a definite no next time. All my friends have parties at their homes. I've never had one because our furniture is old and unattractive. I'm too embarrassed to invite them. What can I do? M.E. from Tampa, Florida. You called them, quote, friends? If that's what they are, they'll never notice your home if they like to be with you. Write your letters to Dear Josie, in care of Archie Comics, 1116 First Avenue, New York, New York, 10021. Here is a 2-page advertisement for Columbia Records Club. Now save almost 50% on the hit records you want, and here are your savings in advance. Any 12 hit records for only $2.86 plus mailing and handling. Okay, let's look at some of these. Chicago, Santana, Mark Lindsay Silverbird. I don't know who that is. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, James Taylor, Bobby Sherman, Joe Cocker, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Ronnie Dyson, The Best of Tommy James and the Shondells, Tom Jones, Simon and Garfunkel, Johnny Cash, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends with Eric Clapton on tour, The Best of Peter, Paul and Mary, Joe Cocker, Best of Bill Cosby, Best of Bee Gees, The Mamas and the Papas, more of The Best of Bill Cosby. That's interesting. Steppenwolf. 10 years after. Let's see, I'm going to skip around. Kenny Rogers, Jimi Hendrix, Three Dog Night, Donovan's Greatest Hits, Joni Mitchell, The Moody Blues, Janis Joplin, Sly and the Family Stone, Iron Butterfly, The Association, The Hollies, Dionne Warwick, The Best of Jerry Butler, Bob Dylan's, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Bobby Vinton's Greatest Hits, Bill Haley and the Comets, The Byrds, Simon and Garfunkel, Three Dog Night, Otis Redding, The Fifth Dimension, Led Zeppelin, James Gang, Cactus, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap's Greatest Hits, Prue Harcum, Tommy Rose, Greatest Hits, Poco, It's a Beautiful Day, Marrying Maiden, The Dolphins, Mungo Jerry, Jethro Tull, Steppenwolf. I know most of these artists, who they are, but not all of them. The next story is Josie in I Remember Melody. Isn't that awful? Look how they all go ape over Melody. Wouldn't you think they could find something else to think about once in a while? Clunk. Pow. Two guys ran into each other and one of them ran into a tree. Yes, something like Josie and Valerie. This one's tripping over a rock. Tisk, it's like flies being drawn to a pot of honey. Somebody ought to post warning signs. She's a danger like an open manhole. Psst, hey. What do you know? She's not hogging the whole spotlight after all. Were you speaking to us? Yeah, move it, will you? You're blocking the view. And they're pushing Valerie and Josie out of the way. We got another guy running into a tree, and another guy jumped so high he flew out of his shoes. They deserve every bump and bruise they get. The big bumbling boobs. Don't give up. We've got to fight this thing. Clunk. Another guy ran into a tree. Pow. Two guys crashed into each other. Melody. Hi, Josie. Hi, Valerie. What's new? Winter. That's what's new. Winter is new? It seems like that it is to you. Wait. It seems that it is you. Look at the way you're dressed. You're going to get pneumonia. Is something wrong with my clothes? I never feel the cold. Clunk. Okay, I just tripped over a fire hydrant. Yes, and as a result, the boys keep running into each other and falling all over each other. Conk, zap, bump. Because they're bothered by the cold? No, I think it's the heat that bothers them. Come with us, Melody. We've got to do something about the way you're flirting with the flu. Me? Flirt? Now you wait here while Valerie and I get you some warm, sensible clothes to wear. Question mark. Mom's old coat. She's throwing it out anyway. That should help make the streets more safe for our menfolk. What do you think? A must, an absolute must. You want me to go out like this? Don't be so vain, as long as you're warm and healthy. Huh? Clonk, pow. Valerie, she looks like a bundle of rags. How come they still go ape? Beats me, Josie. Maybe they just have great memories. And here's an advertisement for International Correspondence School. Where do you go from here? And take your first step, mail this coupon today. I'm interested in a program of independent study. Send me your free 3-booklet success kit. How to succeed, 30 pages of valuable job tips, sample text demonstrating famous ICS method, and a catalog for subject check below. And they have categories of accounting, architecture and building trades, art and design, automotive, business sales, chemical, civil engineering, college courses, computers, drafting, electrical, engineering, high school, machine shop practice, mechanical, secretarial, TV, radio, electronics, and writing and English. And on the back cover, there's an advertisement for Youth Opportunity Sales Club. $1 worth of fast-selling flower and vegetable seeds to show how easy it is. Make money and earn prizes. It's easy. It's fun. Send me $1 worth of free seeds. Thank you for watching.